We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The play fake, now Young. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A run right side. It's Gore. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Young. A high throw there as this is knocked away. Down to the ground and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Like 22, he's coming. 22. Alert. Box 22, box 22.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Wilson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. That he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded at the 20. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Young will set to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Gore. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gore. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 29, Young. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful on one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 7, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Gore again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Seahawks sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got his tight end Fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Right there.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch twins.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Running right, here's McAllister. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
They talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. On the give, McAllister with it. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Touch 50.
On third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, Young. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They go play action. Young drops it underneath the goal. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now another carry here tonight for Gore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for San Francisco.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. There's Wilson to throw. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now a throw here to his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Up the middle they go with Gore. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Young. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Young off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's Young off play action. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Young working out of the gun. A dump off here for Gore. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
36.
Young here to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.